It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Acrisure. Calvin Austin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Running for the first time with Jalen Warren. They'll cobble together a yard there. They brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Warren once more. He cuts it back right. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Going to the ground again on first. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. On play action, here's Howard. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end will beneficiary.
They get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
No play action, Howard. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Cowboy 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. His first throw is an interception. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's 2nd and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
It'll be caught by Miller. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Warren. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Ready, go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Howard looking to throw. And that's a pitch for a touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I'm 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Brown again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On third down, here's Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
On one, ready?
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go,
They'll
here we
have
go.
second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the gun, they get to Brown. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's inside the 10, and he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Miller on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start the drive with Warren. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it up.
Hey, you know, it's one thing to make some mistakes as a young quarterback out the gate in your rookie season. We're getting to the middle part of the season now, and one thing you do not want to be, you do not want to be a mistake repeater.
They'll try it right with Brown. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go.
From the 32. Has him on a quick hitter. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Stopped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go.
Burrow on first down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
They give now to Piron. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in the block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
One, ready?
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13.
Here we go.
Brown quick on the draw here. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Right in. 11.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Howard, first and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Austin meets the ground downfield. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On first down, Howard. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Howard. Buying some time right. Launching deep down the right sideline. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down. Going again here. Howard. Oh, brother. It's another interception. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Gun. Dot. Right 80. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11. 12. Dot.
Back to throw it. Throw deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Well, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
7.5 with a give to Brown. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
11. Right, 80. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Forced out to his right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. Give aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Here we go. 11. Jig search.
He's back to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper.
Here we go.
Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Right, 80. What is that?
Piron is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
They'll go play action. Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 2nd down, Warren. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Bengals bringing out a fifth DB. They're in the nickel, third down. Brady from the gun. Here's Howard. Chased out to his right. Finds Davis complete. He's out in the clear. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points.
Okay, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target,
and the kick is missed, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like a defensive miscue is going to give them another try. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Another shot now at this extra point. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
On the give, this is Piron. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Back to Brown on 1st down. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Gets this to Fant. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. Second down now, 7 to go. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. To the right side and wheeled in by Chase. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here we go.
Brown on 1st and goal. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Down again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. That's going to go for 6 yards. Puts him on the doorstep. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Running for it with Brown. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals making a 9-point advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Steelers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground here with Warren. Broke through the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They gain 14 on the play. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Out of the gun, Howard. Complete to DK Metcalf. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Warren here from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 28. He completes it in traffic. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. You got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Check go.
They'll run with Johnson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Chris Bonner
ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Just stop.
Here's Brown to start the drive. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bengals only up by a few. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
No give. It's Brown headed right. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
On 1, ready?
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Get set. Right in.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Chase has it. And he picks up the first down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down carry for Brown. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go. Here we go.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Can. Stop.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.